tonight's game?
I commended Coach Dutch after the game, but I also shared with our guys my opinion on San Diego State. I think they're a team that's connected both defensively and offensively. Play together, play hard. I think Malachi Flynn is a really, really good basketball player. To me, I think he's the best player in our league from what I've seen so far. I know he's a transfer in from Washington State, but I think he plays with great boys, and he's very unselfish. Whether it be scoring the basketball or assisting the basketball, he's just as good on the defensive end of the floor. And he's actually a really good leader. What I shared with our guys was when you as a coach, you admire things when you see something that you want to become. And the way they play on the defensive end of the floor and how they share it on the offensive end of the floor, they're in the position that they're in because of that. And they don't care about who gets the credit, even though Malachi Flynn is a really good basketball player. But what was even more unique, and I shared this with our guys, myself and Coach Shia, Jeremy Shia had a really good talk before the game. He knows one of their assistant coaches real well. And one of the questions I got as we got prepared for these guys, is there a difference between this group and the previous groups under Dutch or even under Coach Fish? And it's not that they're more talented. This is their staff talking. But he said that what's unique about our guys is it's amazing that when we get back to San Diego tonight, how many guys want to get in the weight room, how many guys want to get in the gym and get an extra workout in. I think that's what separates average to good to great basketball teams. And that's something that, this generation of kids don't get, that you have to put in the work. If you're not getting what you want, you have to put in the work to get better. And I say that to our guys, and I even say that to our staff and myself. Put in more time for us to get better as a basketball program. And I shared the other thing with our guys. I think it was a minute left in the game, and Greg Milton had the basketball in front of our bench, and it was a ball screen. And I was just blown away with how hard number 4 beat that screen. And I said, there's a minute left in the game. Usually that's not garbage time in his case, but that's culture right there for a guy to understand whether it's the first minute or the last minute. That's just who we are. That's how we play. So, I'm always talking to our guys about our energy and effort and beating screens and getting back in front of the basketball and being more physical and attacking it. But my hat's off to San Diego State and Coach Dutch and his staff, because I think that's a really good basketball team. That was kind of longer than usual, but you give credit where credit's due.
Well, you meant to put Kenny in the starting 5, is that just to try to get anything offensively?
No, to be quite frank, I put him in the starting 5 because I said I'm just going to go with my 5 best players to start the game. And I think, position-wise, I think he is amongst our top 5 right now, or at least has the potential to continue to grow into something. So I'd rather take that route. And it's not that I was overly or disappointed in Porter. I'm just trying to get guys to understand the work that you got to put in and how hard you got to go about it. So I thought moving Maldo to the 4, because I thought he was just as good as Porter or Thompson Gardner for a bigger 4-man if we got caught in that scenario. I love his basketball IQ, both offensively and defensively. So it was a move that I just said I'd rather start that way and then figure it out from there in the sense of subbing guys. But again, if guys are unhappy with their minutes, find a way to get in the weight room and get in to get extra work.
The other guy too, that you're starting with Marvin seems to be getting
getting more and more time on the court.
Yeah. You know, he's looked better in practice. He's actually trimmed a little bit in the weight department as well. And, you know, my thing to our guys is always, when I put you out there, I have to see something that tells me to put you back in. If I don't see anything that tells me that, it's going to be harder for me to put you back in. And I constantly say, it's not like the assistants are beating my door down or even on the bench yelling at me to put in certain guys. You know, they may suggest one here and there, and I'll make that change. But it's not like they're, you know, aggressively telling me, hey, coach, why don't you, or why are you not, you know, guys got to get better. And I think he's taking that step. Now, my thing to him was, I gave him a compliment about that earlier in the year, and I thought he was going in that direction. And sometimes when you get compliments as a young person, then, you know, coach likes me. So you kind of regress. And I thought he had a moment of that. But here lately, I thought he's been working hard. You know, would love still for him to get in the gym on his own time and get in the weight room as well.
With about 7.5 minutes left in the first, you guys were down. It was only 18-15, I think it was, and then it kind of snowballed from there. But when Maldo was in here, we asked him why you guys maybe have trouble finishing things out, and he brought up toughness again. I mean, do you kind of see that as a reason for maybe not being able to finish when you do start well?
I think it's understanding what toughness is. Like I just described with that minute to go, the kid forward fighting through it, like that's toughness. Toughness is not trying to go out there and fight. You know, that's actually more cowardly. But toughness is understanding that if I fight through this screen, or if I get on the floor for this loose ball, or if we're in a scramble situation, I empty the tank to get to where I need to go. That is toughness. Like, I think sometimes, kids get that misunderstood. Like, I have to be physically trying to beat somebody up. That's not what I'm talking about in the sense of toughness. I got to be able to put my body in harm's way, but when the shot goes up, being able to go hit somebody and then rebound, like, those are toughness things to me, and we just got to continue to get better. And don't get me wrong, I thought we did a better job at some of this stuff tonight, too. To come out of the game and lose the rebounding battle to three against them, I think that's pretty good. To actually get more offensive rebounds than them, I thought that was pretty good. Actually got more shot attempts than them. There were some things that we actually did well tonight, but sometimes, even with us doing those things well, where they excel is on the defense end of the floor. So it was hard for us to score against them. So it's kind of tough.
It sounds like you're talking more mental toughness.
A little bit of that too.
Is that a little surprising given, I know you like these guys' basketball IQ. Is that a little surprising to you that they haven't kind of broken through that mental barrier maybe?
I'm growing on that basketball IQ. I might have said like it in previous talks. But some of that is youth as well. And even understanding toughness, whether it be physically or whether it be mentally. Like when you even think back to some of the teams that we had here that were really good, even the 2015 team. Larry Nance was actually, nobody talked about him as a freshman. I actually thought he was really soft as a freshman and as a sophomore. He didn't become tough until a junior or senior. And I really disagree with that. He was just 6'8", 205, and he was getting monstered by Alex Kirk in Burstow, who's 40 pounds heavier. So he tried. But the try part helped his mental and physical toughness later on in his career. And, that's a process with these guys. It's understanding, there was an opportunity to get on a loose ball there late in the game. Don't care if we were down 15 or we were down 5. I said to King, no, that's when you have to get on the floor. I don't care if you would have got the ball or not. It's just you getting on the floor sets the tone that builds a habit. you know, to get better at. So, I mean, yeah, we got to continue to get better at it. But again, going against a team like this, you know, even not only as a coach, but even if I'm a player, I got to appreciate what they do.
Coach, with exception of Keyshawn Johnson, who's a true freshman, they played on all fifth-year seniors, fourth-year juniors, third-year sophomores. What does that do? What difference? I mean, obviously they're more experienced. But what difference does it make in a team in terms of preparation, in terms of sophistication?
They've been around the block, you know, no different than I was talking about that 2015 team. We were very old that year, seniors and juniors. But when you look at the makeup of their roster, you know, you got the fifth-year senior from Vanderbilt. You got the kid from Washington State that transferred in. You got Santa Clara, you know, that transferred in. And the crazy part about it is they still they're missing two guys. The big kid, three guys. Shucks. But I mean, you just can't make up for experience at the end of the day. You know, like some of the things David would talk to me about, like that mental toughness, that physical toughness, that understanding that I have to get in the gym even on my off time, that getting in the weight room on my off time, that comes with maturity, you know, and that also comes sometimes when the sand is running out, you know, when you're getting into your junior year and you get into your senior year, you're starting to say, oh man, I only got so much time left. You know, when you're younger in your clock, you think you got all the time in the world. And, you know, I guess that's where I would commend them in understanding that. Because, you know, when we're in this scenario, most of these guys obviously want to play basketball beyond college. And how do you play basketball beyond college? You got to be able to outwork your opponent. Like, I guarantee you, Flynn, I don't even know another kid, but I would walk away saying that guy's a gym rat. I would definitely say that. I don't know if I would say it about the whole team, but they probably are. But I guarantee you he is a gym rat. And when your best player is a gym rat, that sets the tone, you know, for other guys. Like, if this guy's willing to get in the gym on his own time, and he's playing these type minutes, why am I not in there? You know, and that's any success story. You know, like when we say, oh, that guy's successful, well, what is he doing that I'm not doing? Putting in a little bit more time, you know, and we just got to get better at that.
You guys have attendance of right 2,900 with the number 17 in the country here tonight. What's your message to fans so you guys sort of go through this?
You know what? I actually thought the 29 that was in here tonight, I thought they was actually really good in the sense of cheering. But you know what? I can't control it. You know, I've only tried to do my part in the sense of whatever it is, get out in the community, encourage. You know, even the first couple of years, you know, I didn't think it was great. It was obviously better, so it can't be winning. But if you look across the landscape of college sports, we're not the only ones that are dealing with that. You know, I mean, you got, you know, buzz over at Texas A&M, you know, getting asked that question because people are not showing up to games. The problem is, to be honest with you, I just think there's just so much more to do, you know, and games are more accessible, you know, in the sense of whether it be the internet or on TV. But what I think is just a little bit unique within our situation, small town. Like, I'm always on, bring the kids, bring the family. And sometimes I don't think we understand how much that makes a difference. Whether you're winning or losing, that makes a huge difference when you're talking about competing and putting yourself in position to win basketball games. Because we have been on the road a few times, and there's times where I'm saying, man, that energy has made a difference for that group. And I think sometimes he may or may not get it, but again, I don't, it's not just a Laramie Wyoming thing. It really is not. But, I mean, even as I watch games on TV, I'm shocked sometimes at the attendance. But like I tell them all the time, and I say, you know, this is what my true honest opinion. When you watch NBA games, there's just so much going on within the game. And, you know, I thought we had one of our best years in football here. And I've always said this, that's once every week. We're actually coming out twice every week and sometimes in the middle of the week. I think that could be a little tough nowadays, you know, given how often and how many games you play within a year. But, you know, the ones that come, I'm very appreciative because I do believe they're in the game and you can hear a lot of them, you know. I hear a lot of let's go Pokes, well, we're gonna beat the Aztecs and all that type of stuff. You can hear that stuff. So we still have passionate. The ones that are here are very passionate. So myself in this program is definitely appreciative of the ones that do come out. And the ones that don't, that watch on TV or internet or, you know, don't want to travel long distances, I get that as well, you know. But this is a proud state, you know, at the end of the day. And right, wrong, and indifferent, they're proud of their Cowboys and Cowgirls.
Toward the end, there was a technical foul on San Diego State, and it looked like you and Coach Dutch were kind of not yelling at the ref, but had a conversation. What exactly was the explanation of what happened, and what were you guys kind of talking about there?
The kid Mitchell got a tech.
Yeah.
And Dutch was trying to figure out why. And Dutch said our bench was talking to him. And I said, no, we don't do that. You know, to the ref. I said, no, we don't do that. But I heard the kid Mitchell said he was talking to a teammate. But again, this is why I love Flynn, because even within that commotion, he was trying to gather his guys and say, hey man, let's just play ball. But I didn't think that was a big deal. You know, obviously, you know, I respect their program.
Yep.
I think it was more of an emotional thing. And my best guess is officials are supposed to call technicals if they hear any foul language. So sometimes it could just be you saying the F word, and it may be just out of emotion of you messing up, or it might be out of emotion of you making an exciting play. But that, from what I understand, when that language comes out, it's supposed to be automatic.